Once we got the job done up in Dundee, and now we have a playoff semi-final to look forward to on Saturday.
Yep. Wasn't the prettiest of games. I think that always had the potential to be like that. I think what we just had to focus on was we didn't give Dundee a little window or a glimmer of hope by conceding 2 or 3 goals early, which we didn't do. And then, in all honesty, the game probably just kind of petered out a little bit.
And do you feel at times, maybe obviously it is in the back of guys' head that the tie is already done, and it's hard to motivate yourself sometimes for these games?
Yeah, sometimes it can be, but you only have to look at what happened the night before in Kirkcaldy with the Kestrels-Kilmarnock game. Nobody expected the Kestrels to win 8-1. Nobody expected Kilmarnock to give up a 6-goal lead. So it proves that freak scorelines can happen. So you just got to make sure it doesn't happen to you. So, like I say, the plan was just to make sure we didn't fall behind early and give them a window. And it's the longer the game went on, I think they started to realise that they weren't going to turn the tie around, and we closed it out. But like I said, it was a decent game. Both teams went hard, in the beginning until we got near the end, and we realised what the final outcome was going to be.
And it was great to see Scott back in the ice. He even pitched in with a wee goal. I'm sure having a game under his belt is just what he needed going into this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to help. I mean, he's been practicing for the last couple of weeks, but practice only gets you so far, right? So yeah, it was good to get him a game under his belt. He, took a fair bit of ice time. It's just going to stand him in good stead for this weekend.
So it's down to 4 teams now, Lynch. All 4 are probably, looking at the teams. Everybody can beat everybody. It's got to be a cracking weekend of hockey, isn't it?
It's got the makings of a great weekend. Yeah, I mean, the Kestrels have had some success against Aberdeen this year. Paisley have had some success against us. Aberdeen and ourselves have kind of been out in the front of the top of the league for the majority of the season. But yeah, listen, we keep saying it. We say it almost every week when we're chatting that anything can happen in this league, and the Kestrels proved that last Saturday night. It's what makes this league great. Maybe the Kilmarnock guys don't feel that way right now after what happened to them, but it's what makes this league so competitive. And yeah, we've got 4 teams that are going to go for it this weekend.
So, semi-final, Paisley Pirates, we play. As you say, we've had some success against them. They've beat us a couple of times. They've got a couple of really good players that stand out. How do we prepare going into that?
I think we just have to bring our A game. I think if we can bring our A game, if we can come fully focused, fully engaged, ready to go, ready to put out an effort, then I think we'll be fine. If we don't come ready to play, they, like you say, they've got players that can damage you, but they'll be saying exactly the same thing. They'll be saying if we come hard, we can get a jump on Edinburgh. So semi-finals, anything can happen. It's who wants it the most. It's you need a little bit of luck, you need a little bit of bounces, and hard work usually gets you over the line.
And that's it, hard work. We've worked hard all season, be it obviously training, the games. But this is it now, isn't it? These are the games you want to be involved in, the playoff weekend and the Scottish Cup final.
Yeah, it's a long way. It's a long season to make a mess of it at the final sort of hurdle, isn't it? Yeah, these are the games you want to play, and we missed out on it last year. So, we're delighted to be here. We want to put on a good show at our own building in front of what's going to have the majority of our fans in it. We want to progress to the final. We're not going to think about that final until after the game on Saturday night.
And that's it. We need to just take it one game at a time. And obviously, you don't want to look too far ahead, but there's a potential to be a great ending to the season, isn't it?
Yeah, potential, but like you say, one game at a time. We play Paisley on Saturday. That's the only thing we're looking at right now. Once that game's out of the way, if we get the result that we want on Saturday night, then we'll start thinking about the final. Not before.
No what? Well, let's say it. I say it every week. All the best for the weekend, and let's hope next week we've maybe got something sitting next day.
Okay, cheers, Easton.
Scotty, you returned to the ice on Sunday after a few weeks off being injured. How good was it to be back out there?
Really good. You never like getting injured, but and especially at the time of the season where I got injured, it was the day before the big game against Aberdeen. I was gutted to miss that game, and then gutted to miss the 4 or 5 games after that. But it was nice to make a return before the big weekend this weekend. So I just wanted to get a game under my belt, just so I wasn't going into the weekend, rough and not really match ready. So it was nice to return when I did, and feeling okay. I'm not really getting any bother for it. So it's nice to get back playing.
And you even popped up with a goal very early on in the game. Was it a beauty for the blue line?
it was for the blue line. I
Well,
wouldn't really
beauty.
say it was a beauty. We just got a power play and puck came across to me for Rory, and I knew there was a Tigers player coming out towards me, so I thought I had to hit it first time. Completely got my timing off and ended up pretty much chipping the keeper for the blue line. So, but you take them. I mean, I've not scored since I think before Christmas, so it's nice.
Well
to get another
overdue.
one.
Well overdue.
Aye.
As I mentioned, you missed a few big games recently. What type of fan are you, Scott, when you're sideline? Are you hitting every puck, or are you...
In my head, I am. I'm a quiet fan, a lot quieter than my girlfriend. You can probably hear half of the stands when we're playing, but I'm hitting every puck in my head. I'm kind of quiet on the bench, but deep down, I'm dying to be out there. I'm not at the stage yet where I'm ready to start watching hockey. I still want to keep playing, so I'm definitely a hit every puck type of fan.
So Sunday night, we got the job done. We won 4-3. We claimed a 13-6 aggregate scoreline over the Tigers. The tie, it probably was done in the first leg, but it was important we went up there just and kept that winning momentum going.
I mean, definitely, you never want to lose a game. We're having a 6-goal lead. We were kind of comfortable going into the game, but in the back of our minds, the night before, Kilmarnock managed to sort of throw it away against the Kestrels. So we had that sitting in the back of our minds that it is possible. We went into the end of the first 2-1 down. But I still think over the course of the game we were completely in control. I don't think we were really threatened too much. So it was nice to get through that game with a win, without any more injuries and without any suspensions as well for the weekend coming up. So yeah, it was just about going up there and getting the job done, really.
So it's playoff weekend this Saturday and Sunday here at Murrayfield. It's going to be a great event. You've been a playoff winner the last 2 years.
Yep.
With the Comets. What you must be desperate to make it 3 in a row.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I feel like over the last couple of years, the playoffs has been the trophy that has been missing from my cabinet. And then I've been lucky enough to be part of 2 playoff winning Comets teams that were really strong teams. And the feeling over the weekend when you've got a massive following of fans there, you've got players from other teams there watching as well. It's kind of the weekend that you want to perform and you want to win. And we're definitely going into this weekend fully prepared for. Certainly, from my point of view, winning it again and hopefully getting the Caps' first SNL playoff title as well.
So you've been over the course, as you say, with the Comets the last 2 seasons. What does it take to become a playoff winner, obviously apart from winning the 2 games?
It involves everybody being focused and ready to, perform on the day. Effectively, even though the Saturday isn't a final, it kind of is. You need to win that to progress to the final. You're treating every game as if you lose, you're out. We have to be fully prepared for the weekend. We should get 2 good training sessions in us this week, and then going into Saturday, we should be focused and ready to go. We can't have any passengers. Everybody that's stripped and ready to play has to be ready. It's not a case of just turning up and going through the motions. You need to be ready to play.
So potentially 3 games left of the season. 3 wins would get us 2 trophies. It would be a nice end to the season, wouldn't it?
It would be a perfect end. We kind of threw the league away. We lost our must-win games, but we're determined that we're going to put that right to finish with potentially 3 out of 4 trophies that we've had this season. We've already won the Northern League. If we get 3 out of the 4 trophies, I think you could probably say that's as good a season as you could have.
And just finally, you've become a big fan favourite this season. Do you have a message to the Caps fans, just first of all about their support through the season, and obviously what we'll be hoping for them for the next couple of weekends?
Just want to thank them, really. They've really got behind the team this year. They've got behind me personally. I feel like I've developed a good relationship with the fans. We're hoping that they come out in their numbers this weekend to get behind us, because a big following of fans is what keeps us motivated. We want to go out there and perform for them and for ourselves as well. So if the fans come out in our numbers, we're going to do our best to, give them a memory or 2 to keep them going. So, yeah.
Well, listen, Scotty, all the best for the weekend, and we'll speak again soon.
Cheers. Thank you.